Hello, you guys. Welcome back to Minity. So today we're gonna talk about the highly anticipated interview of AKA with Tim Begile from ENTA. So first of all, before I get into that interview, previously AKA had released two statements from his social media pages addressing the situation, and now this interview. Um, I just have like one thing to say about that, you guys. Like the truth will always be the truth. Like the truth shall come out no matter what, no matter how much you try to hide it, no matter how you try to twist it and make it be in your favor, the truth will always remain the truth. I feel like AKA is now just at a point where he's like desperate to make us believe that what he's saying is the truth. I mean, if you know you did nothing wrong, you know the truth and you stand by your truth, you do not have to have these interviews and statements trying to tell us that what you are saying is the truth. Like, if what you are saying is the truth, you do not need to convince us that that is the truth, because that is the truth. And it so the interview started off, and AKA was asked where he was at that exact moment when Anile jumped off that balcony. So he said that they had an argument, and he felt like he should remove himself from the situation and took his belongings and wanted to book to another room. He later came back, I guess, to that room which they were staying together, because he said that he had took her phone by mistake, and that when the argument got heated, he wanted a break, so he went to the bathroom to take a loo, and when he came back, Anele was no more. He looked around for her, and when he looked over the balcony, there she was. First of all, if my partner or like somebody I'm with is expressing to me that they feel like, they want to take their own lives, like my first instinct is not to remove myself from the situation, you guys. My first instinct is to comfort that person, try and calm them down, try and talk to them calmly, and just try and talk to them gently so that they do not proceed taking their own lives. I don't think taking removing yourself from the situation was the best idea for AKA, especially if it is your fiance, like this woman, you love her, you are planning to spend the rest of your life with her. you know that just did not make any sense, you guys. So then in the interview, Tembegile proceeded to ask AKA if he has ever in his career used drugs or any substance abuse. He answered and said yes, like in his career he has used substance abuse before. Then he was asked if he had used the drugs while he was with Anele, and whether Anele had used drugs when they were together. He proceeded to say that no, you guys, that no, he had not introduced Anele to drugs. He like point blank said no, he had not been using drugs in their relationship, and that their relationship was very much he was passionate, she was passionate, yeah, she was stubborn, as so was he. Now when it came to the question of abuse, you guys, Tempegida then asked AKA whether was he abusive towards Anil. And to that question, I felt like he dodged that question. He did not answer it blank point period like the drug questions. He said he is not here to talk about Anele's side. Anele is not here to talk for herself. He's just here to defend her image. I feel like with every question that Tempegile asked, AKA would give explanation that do not even relate to the questions that was being asked. Like when he was asked if the day that Anele jumped on that balcony and what had happened, why did she jump off the balcony? He was like, we had went shopping, we had went to the VN, like every question that he was being asked, he was like over explaining, you guys, instead of just getting to the point of, yes, I did this and that, yes, she did this and that. I felt like throughout that entire interview, AKA was explaining unnecessary things instead of just getting straight to the point. So then Tembegile proceeded to ask AKA about violence. Was he ever abusive towards Nelly? And what interested me, like what struck me the most, is the fact that he answered and said, define violence. I'm like, what? Like, so according to him, there are certain types of violence which are okay, and then there are certain types of violence which are not okay. Because he was like, well, I've broken doors before, I've thrown things at her, and she has thrown things at me. I was like, so you are gonna justify breaking down a door where a girl was trying to get away from you, and locked herself in this room as passionate? Because he used the word passionate a lot, not violent, passionate. I was like, wow. Like, in my previous video, I had stated that I felt like this interview was gonna do more damage to his image than what he had anticipated it to be, because to him this was like his chance to redeem himself, to let the public know that all these things that are being portrayed in the media are not the truth. But this interview raised more eyebrows, like more questions now are arising. And I feel like this interview was a bad idea, because in that interview, as much as at some point he did break down, he was like a statue, you guys. Like, you are talking about the love of your life, the woman you are planning to spend the rest of your life with, and you are just sitting there straight, no emotion. Just once, when he broke, I was just struck, you guys. Like, watching that interview, I cringed, yo. Like, it was very intense. So then he also stated that he had planned on actually giving out a speech on Anele's funeral, but he was shocked when his name from the list of the people who were meant to talk on her funeral was removed. And but the minister of police was given a chance to speak, whereas her husband was not given a chance to speak. So he talked about that also. And another thing that was very shocking to me is that during when he was asked about the argument that led to him breaking down a door, he said that he does not remember what they were fighting about that even led him to destroy that door with his hands. I'm like, what? Are you are you serious? Like, I feel like AKA is trying to shove his side of the story in our throats. Like, he want us to believe his side so bad that he is willing to even at this point lie to us, basically. Like, I'm sorry to say this. Like, if my partner is at a breaking point, like when he was asked about the videos into why was he recording instead of comforting Anel, like, if I'm having a mental breakdown and you are busy with your phone trying to record me, like, I'm gonna go more crazier, because it's like you are enjoying me breaking down. You want to capture this moment like it's a beautiful thing, you know. But anyways, you guys, this whole interview was just a mess. This interview basically, to some people, it proved that AKA has something to hide. Like, he is definitely hiding something. We cannot have an argument to a point that you broke down a door with me trying to hide from you, and you say you don't remember what we were arguing about. And even when Tembegiso asked AKA about those problems, because he said that uh, him and Anele on that day when she allegedly jumped, they were having, problems in their relationships. And when he was asked specifically, what were you fighting about? That led her to even consider taking her own life. And to his explanation, he dodged the question again. He was like, "We are having marital problems like any other couple, which I will not get into." I was like, "What is the point of this interview if you're not gonna be giving us facts?" And to the Anele threatening to take her life, he was like, "While she has threatened to jump out of a moving car before, she has threatened to kill herself before." So I'm like, so you did not take her seriously when she threatened to jump this time, you know? This whole I feel like more things are gonna come out. I feel like more people are gonna release more videos and more pictures, and we just have to anticipate ourselves, you guys, because I feel like this story of Anele and AKA is far from over. More clips and more pictures are about to come out. Like, I just wish the police would come out and just say, "We have done the investigation. This is what we found. This is the suspect, or this is what are the final results," Because at this point, AKA's career is on the line. Because now businesses, sponsors, brands are not going to want to associate themselves with him because of this, you guys. But anyways, you guys, that was my analysis of this entire interview. Comment down if you watched the interview, and if there's something that I may have missed, please let me know in the comment section. I guess I will talk about it maybe in another video. I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.